People struggle, the reason why people suffer, all of it is tied down to one thing. One literal fucking thing. All of it comes down to this one thing, which is your programming. The programming within your mind is the reason why you are suffering today, my friend. Is the reason why you're suffering today. It's the reason why you were suffering yesterday. And it's the reason why you're going to suffer tomorrow. As long as you still are running the same programming that you have been running in all these years that you have not been successful, then it's just going to continue. And it's going to continue up until you decide to make that mental shift. Up until you decide that what you're doing is not working. Because for some people it's working. It's working for them. They're getting what they desire. They're getting what they want. However, they're not realizing that there's so much more to life that they can get. But their programming prevents them from seeing it. It prevents them from experiencing it. And it is the reason why the majority of the population today is suffering. Because it's not meant to be like this. This is not what it was meant to be like. And it's not what it's going to be like in the future. One day at a time, one person at a time. It's slowly going to shift and it's slowly going to change. People will be programmed differently. However, I want you to understand that it's not about programming. It's not about your programming. Whatever programming they have put into you is works of the devil. It's works of evil. It is not your true, authentic self. Whether it is religion, culture, education, and so on and so on. What you are meant to do as a person is not to be programmed. You are meant to adapt. You're meant to adapt to your situation and to your surroundings. And that is the only way that you're going to find success. Adaptation is the key. Programming is what locks you in to a system that only benefits the system and not the individuals. Because it destroys adaptation. It destroys the ability for your mind to bend. Because once your mind bends, you can deal and solve your problems in many different ways. In more productive ways. In more efficient ways. However, as long as you choose to ignore your adaptation and follow the programming of others or the programming itself, then ultimately you're fucked. Because this world is ever changing. This world is ever changing. And if you cannot bend, what do you think is gonna happen? You're gonna break. And that's how you end up broke. So can you see, guys? All it is, all it ever has been, is adaptation. 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 Adapt. Change. Adjust. Don't sit on the programming that you have had from your past experiences. If you're a rich man and now you're in a situation where your wealth has been taken from you, don't sit on that programming that I was a rich man, this, that. Change right there and then. Adapt to your new circumstances and your new surroundings. If you're a poor man, don't be there like I was a poor man. No. Change, adapt to your surroundings, your circumstances, if you want to succeed. It's as simple as that. And this is what they will not teach you. Because once they start teaching you this, you'll go and you'll quit your job. You'll go and pursue your passions and the things that you actually wish to do in life, because you'll adapt, you'll change, you'll bend. And you'll make your life work in a way that you can pursue the things that you desire and survive and live at the same time. However, with the programming, that is not possible. With the programming, you have decided that it can only ever be this way. And if it is not this way, then it cannot be done. It is impossible. It's too hard. It's difficult. And that is all the programming talking. That is past programming from all of the generations of people who sat and complained and cried and this and that. And you're carrying all of it with you today. And that is the reason why you suffer and you struggle through life. Because you're carrying all of the complaints that society has ever had. And they made rules, still they complain. Why? Because they cannot adapt. They cannot change with their surroundings. And that is why adaptation is what will make you succeed, and programming will ultimately bring you to failure.